Hey, Railbirds, welcome to the third annual Battle of the Bull One Pocket Division. We are back with some more B-side action. This is Mickey Krause versus Jonas Souto. We are joining this match already in progress because they started about an hour early, so we had to scramble to get this match started. But we missed the opening break and a defensive shot by Mickey. And now we are all caught up. Our guest commentator, Tony Chohan, he will be joining us soon, but in the meantime, you got me. I am definitely no Tony, so you'll have to bear with me. And by bear with me, I mean tolerate me. I don't mean let's all get naked together. See, this is why we pay the professional commentators, because you really don't want to listen to me. So, I can go over the rules of One Pocket real quick, in case you're not familiar. The first person to make any 8 balls into their designated pocket wins the game. It's that easy. This particular game, Jonas has the bottom right pocket on your screen, and Mickey has the bottom left pocket on your screen. The other 4 pockets are completely meaningless, and any ball that goes into them will be spotted back up. And if you commit a foul, you lose a ball. If you don't have any balls to lose, well, then you owe one. Nice little kick shot there by Mickey. So, looks like I was mistaken on who has which pocket. So, let me swap that around. There. No. Never mind. That's just how... The way Mickey hit that, I thought he was trying to kick that in his pocket. So, my mistake. That is Jonas's pocket on the bottom right. So I'm still getting caught up here. He really wanted to get on that 5. So, I got word from Tony. He is on his way. So, you'll have to tolerate me for not too much longer.
Alrighty.
All right. Speak of the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only T-Rex, Tony Chohan. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Thanks for hopping back in.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back. Let's take a look. Just playing the first game, and Mickey Krause just made a nice little cross bank here against Jonas Souto. Jonas is going to try to go real first and maybe cut it, bank it over a little. He went the light way and he gives up a shot. Good to see if Mickey's going to come straight across underneath the 1 and try to come, or if he's going to try to go over, depending on how much angle. Ooh. Came right in between those balls. Got pretty lucky to even get through that. here Mickey will just kind of cinch the 3 more than likely. Maybe play for the bank on the 6 or the 7 if he's 2 straight in. Or he might try to pull back a little. Looks like he's going to try to pull back a little and try to get a cut on the 9. Now he's double taking. Looking at the 5-ball bank, but he's not really looking at the window of where he's got the 6 and the 7 where he could possibly bank those. So he's kind of overlooking that. See if he takes another look to see if he can possibly do that. See which way he's going to go here. He looks like he's drawing, so I'm looking to see if he's got a little bit of an angle. He's probably not going to get no better than where he's already at if he tries to draw. And that's what he kind of knows. All right. Now the hard part about here is he's going to have to hit the 4 on the bottom side a little bit here and hope that he holds it. I like to shoot it with a little bit of a center right and let it just float over. That way you can shoot the 1 still. These guys shoot 2 straight, so they feel more confident that way. 7 must go or the 1 goes. Let's see. 7 must go. So you lose a little bit high inside, come straight back across and try to get right underneath that 4. Ooh. That one really thick. He's looking at the 1-2 or something. Let's see, is he trying to... He might be trying to bank this ball, which is kind of crazy. Oh, he got really underneath it. He grabbed a lot of that ball. I didn't think he would get as much as he did get on it. I think Mickey will just bank the 7 straight into the 4-5 and just try to stop the cue ball right there. Okay, he's going to try to open him up and put a good shot there. Opened up some balls on that side. Now Jonas is going to try to put him back up table. Come off the 7 a little. Just like that. Good cue ball now. This could be really bad for Mickey if he was happened to get right behind that ball. Now there's a shot here. 11-8-2 kind of looks a little decent here if you really wanted to shoot. The problem for him now is going to be protecting his, the banks that Jonas could possibly shoot at from here. If he looks at the 11-8-2, there's a possibility of like floating the cue ball over straight past the 6. Obviously, you're going to lose control with the 8 coming off the 2. All right, so now he looks like he's going to try to just shoot the bank the 5 and kind of stop the cue ball there. All right. As long as that ball comes back across, he's okay. I like him to try to bank the 4 into the 2 here and try to send the cue ball back up table a little bit. Instead, he is going this way, which is more riskier. Yeah, it's a heavy ball. But he kept the cue ball in a big angle for Mickey here. Like to probably soft roll kick. He can come off the 6 to the side rail, possibly. Maybe rolling and kicking at the backside of the 5, kind of straight on, would probably be better. Not sure what Mickey's trying to do here. Okay. I don't really know if I like that shot because I do believe he could cut at this ball if he chose to. I don't know if Jonas will shoot at it or not, but it is very tempting for him. Problem with cutting at this ball is he might not be able to get no shape and runs into the 7. Not one of the best shots to probably shoot in general, let's just say. Might kind of roll off this 4 ball and just kind of leave the cue ball over to the side. Just kind of like that. Now the 7 ball may bank, and that's the problem with the shot that he left, maybe, possibly. About to find out, though. Okay, he's gonna looking to just kind of put him on the balls, I guess there. Know if the 6 ball might possibly no. Could bank the ball right above and just bank it 2 rails and just kind of. Talking about whether or not it's a foul just in case he moves the ball. They should probably go ask just to make sure before something does happen. You're watching Real Birds TV. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, it's greatly appreciated. If you get a chance, go check out my YouTube channel we just started too, at Tony Chohan. And please like, share, and subscribe that also. Remember, it's free, and if you guys like seeing the content, please share, get your friends to share, subscribe, hit the like buttons. All this stuff helps keep going, all this stuff that we're doing, we try to keep it going, and this is the best way with no cost to you. If you want, you can go check out Real Bird's shop too. They got some nice mugs, clothes, and other things that are Real Birds related. And guess what most of you guys are? Real Birds.
I'm a railbird.
We're all railbirds. We watch pool. We're railbirds.
That's why I asked you. Yeah, but you just asked them, right? Yeah, they're gonna call. Yeah, I'm just saying if you hit multiple balls. I heard in their view, for example, something like when you move these balls.
Little discretion here. In my opinion, it is if you do move a ball in the path of where the cue ball goes, it should be a foul. Also, if you move 2 or more, that should be a foul.
But if you hit multiple balls.
Yeah, if he hits multiple balls.
So what do you mean with multiple balls?
So
If I only move this one?
if you hit this one and it touches this one.
I think he knows that, Corey. He's just asking. If he moves that ball, is it a foul? Okay, that's all he wants to know.
If you could just check, if you could just look.
I mean, he's doing a little too much now with the watching. You should be able to see. I don't think he will hit it bad anyways in general. And he hit the bank good too. Now, he can shoot the one off the bottom of the 5 to try to make it, or he can shoot the combo 1-5. I like to go one into the bottom of the 5 because it's a big pocket then. But total choice on how you feel about making the ball. Oh, he went straight into it. It's probably the only way he could have missed the ball, to tell you the truth. Mickey will try to go straight with the cue ball. Oh, he got a little lucky though. I'd like to try to somehow get this cue ball up table. Not the greatest of shots there by Jonas. That's where he lacks, is the moving part, not understanding how to try to put some separation instead. Instead, he opened up a ball for Mickey, and just in case he was to get a shot, he would get to pick off that one too now. He's looking to try to roll up on it. Let's see what he tries to do here. Made a good hit there. Now Jonas is in a little bit of a bad spot of how to get out of this now. He's going to have to kind of jack up and use a little bit of a center right and just kind of force the cue ball to vary an area. Try to masse kind of. Okay, now he's going to masse and send the ball up the table, I think. Yep, just like that. And that's kind of what he should have done earlier, which is fine.
Thinking come back to the place. It's all right. Bro, I never play one part, you know? This guy, unbelievable.
If he shot a ball, he's saying that he...
Wait, you Roland, me, change. No. You Roland. You Roland. No. You me, change. Yes. You Roland. Then change me. Change. Change. No. I just didn't know what you meant. But if you hit the ball and it's
Tayo mga ka-duplete siya dyan. Yun ang pinaka-the best na ayos yun.
the ball afterwards. Like he was already
So that's the cue ball, the 15.
Should be a foul if you touched it with your shaft, period. Whether it be cue ball or object ball. You're varying the path of where the ball goes.
Okay, then no, it's not. Because you didn't hit any other ball. It's not.
I only hit this.
Your option to move it back.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Okay, now I understand.
I'm not sure exactly what just happened here. If he touched the ball with his shaft, how could it not be a foul? So what was he saying? That he, I don't know, I'm not sure what he was saying there. Now he's got me a little baffled. He's gonna bank the 2 and just kind of sit the cue ball down. Good little stroke.
I just didn't
Don't
understand.
think all the time I'm trying to do something, you know what I mean? Because I think this is my feeling.
Now Jonas is getting sentimental, thinking that everybody thinks he's cheating or something. No, he just didn't understand what you're saying, that's all. Just like you don't understand what he's saying sometimes. They have the broken English law. So he's going to shoot the 8 ball 2 rails and out and let the cue ball go down to that same spot too. Just like that. Now he's looking at this ball. He might be able to kick and try to maybe possibly make this ball. It's kind of crazy how when you watch these guys kind of miss these balls, because they would never really miss it playing 9 ball, so it's kind of just a stroke and how they giving up on their stroke a little bit. He's going to bank the 5, but he's going to try to bank it into the 11 maybe? No. Okay, just come off of it and put it down. Sometimes it looks like they're going a little more aggressive when they get down, and then it's not so aggressive. Now the lanes are kind of getting blocked off for Jonas. Move the ball up table and then put him back down here. I might shoot the 14 and just send the cue ball down table more. That's not one of his better shots there. He's going to give up a bank if this ball bounces a little. He got a little lucky. Three ball count. This is where the lack of one pocket, he's just kind of moving the balls up table. I mean, it wasn't like it was a bad move on his behalf, but he could have pushed the 14 away from Mickey's pocket and sent the ball up table and leave those 4 by his hole. I'm Mickey. I'm gonna bank this ball straight, let it hit off the rail into the 8 and the 11 and push those balls up table. Just kind of draw the cue ball straight, but instead he elected to kind of cut to bring the cue ball back. Shoot the 14, cut it. Not sure why he elected to go that way instead of just moving the 2 and coming down or something like that instead. It's not horrible, nothing that it's crazy about. Now if I'm Mickey, I just shoot off the 2, roll it to the rail, but use a little high right, cutting it to like the second diamond. Cue ball is going to drizzle over to the backside of that 7. Instead, he's going to try to cut this ball just like that and push the cue ball back down. Kind of a free bank here. He can kind of hit it head on with a little bit of English. He's not going to really know how to shoot this with English, it don't look like. Just shooting it kind of head on, so that's why he came kind of straight back at him. I believe he's just going to shoot the 7 away, I think. Unless he looks like he might go for the 2. We'll see. Yeah, he went for the gopher shot there a little bit. Did get a little... Nope, didn't get lucky. Didn't really watch the cue ball and kind of overcut it a little. Could have hit it a little heavier than that and less speed. He might just try to soft roll bank this to his hole. Nope, just crossing it. Not bad. Now Mickey will shoot this kind of like a 2 rails into the 5 and the 11, or 1 rail, and then kind of let the cue ball. No, oh, he just kind of packing them on top of each other for now. Jonas will hit this thin, try to bring the cue ball back down. If I'm Mickey, I might try to bank the 1 instead. Use high with a touch of right. Hit it a little thick, come to the side rail, and bump out the 8 too. He was focused on letting the cue ball get underneath there, which is good. Which is the smarter move. That's going to be the thing is, like, Mickey knows that the guy doesn't know really a lot about moving, so his best thing is just to make sure he hides the cue ball and puts the ball kind of close to his hole, so that's in play. Now, I might kick at this 2 rails, just slowly, just so I can make sure I hit it, and just kind of maybe Let it sit on there. Let's see what he's doing here. Okay, he's going to pocket the ball and kind of try to leave him a little tree shot, but he didn't. I didn't really care for that shot. He can bank the 5 ball 2 rails here, I believe. Let's see if he does. Little high left. Nope, he's not going to go for it. Nope. A little shot there to get the cue ball back down. Put in distance. He's going to try crossing the ball, maybe. He needs to start thinking about opening those balls up that are on his side of the table a little bit. The 2 ball might 2 rail here, possibly. Should try to just cross it over, or will he take it 3 or 4 rails to the other side? Not bad. Kind of left it though as a bank. Oh, he's not shooting that much. But Mickey will shoot here. He will definitely be banking at this ball. I'm almost 100% sure. A little bit of a high right, and he can possibly make the 8 also. I mean, not sure what's going on here. was scared to hit it harder because he would have lost the cue ball. If I'm Mickey, I might kick at the back of the 8 or the 5 and just to try to hide the cue ball. Now he's going to shoot at the 6, it looks like. You have to kind of suck the cue ball back up a little bit. I don't think he can hold it. Yeah. I mean, he's trying to put the cue ball up there, which is fine, but he could have done the same thing with just kicking at the ball and leaving that ball down there. Trying to open up the balls. Let's see. See how he goes about this now. Almost made it and left it underneath there. He'll just thin off that ball and come back down. I may be able to bank at the 11 now. We'll see. Nope. He's just going to pocket the 6 and leave the cue ball there. Key there was the cue ball. Now he can definitely bank at the 11. Will he? I don't know. He's passed up on a couple. But I can't really see why he wouldn't bank at the 11 at this point. Now this is a good time to just bank the ball and kind of cinch it, and you can roll the cue ball down instead of using center or high. Say he's hitting it. Well, he hit the ball good that way, I guess. Can't argue with that then. Feels more comfortable with the more speed, it seems like, so, which is always true. Jonas has 6 balls. Playing for 2 here. Free bank here, so why not? Seeing that Mickey would not be able to cut that ball if he just comes bouncing off of the rail a little bit. Good stroke. Will it open up? Yes, it does. All right, now 2 rail the 2, maybe possibly, or just cross bank to 15. Looks like he's going to cross bank. Now watch your cue ball now. Nope. Okay, he's just moving it to his side of the table. there's one thing I can tell people. It's about the fact of if you watch some games, people take an hour and a half, then they lose, let's just say, right? What is the difference if you don't ever give yourself a chance to win? And that's what some people do is they prolong a game and then they give themselves, don't get me wrong, it works both ways, but sometimes, you know, you got to give yourself a chance to win, and some people just don't even allow that. So, you know, whether you win a game or you lose a game in an hour and a half or you lose a game in 5 minutes, what is the difference? You still lost. Same thing with the wins. But you got to give yourself a chance to win. And that's something I don't see some guys, they pass up on opportunities sometimes. Just a pull straight back down. Cue ball. Little wide. I think he'll just follow this cue ball straight up a little bit. Yeah, just like that. He's probably going to try to bank the 5-2 rails. No. He's going to try to bank the one rail. I don't really like that. Cue ball's going to get loose. 5, the cue ball can get loose too, but at least he has a chance to possibly make it if he does it that way. Couldn't really get he didn't get the speed on it, but put it down there and you still hold the cue ball, so that's not so bad. Kind of a shot he could possibly just go for this one because he can bring the cue ball straight back down too. So use high ball and just kind of, you know, hit it with a firm stroke. Hitting it slow is going to make it harder to make it for sure. Now Mickey might be in a spot where he might want to shoot at the 5. We'll see. Nope. So just slide the ball over to his side of the table. Try to leave the cue ball down. Okay, he's going to get to bank at this ball, I think. Nope, he's not banking. A little ticking for now. See if he'll try to bank this 3 rails. Not try to make it, just put it down. Nope, he's just going to keep setting them up there. A wedge game. I might try to put some distance on this ball. No. I don't know if this ball will even hit. He did get there. I think. Nope. Very good, yeah. Thought he was going down there to. Made the ball. That's what he needs to do to start bringing some balls back down. Looks like he's going to try to just push it over towards this side of the pocket and just kind of put it over there and let the cue ball do. Hit it a little thick, let the running English kind of take the cue ball up and slow roll the one over. He will probably bank this back up towards. All right. Good shot. He's going to have to do something with the 5 and the 4 here. Ball's on the spot. Bathroom break here.
All right, players are on break. Good time for people to go order a T-shirt from our merch store and ask Tony some questions if you got any questions. Oh, sounds like there's more drama going on.
Yeah, there normally is.
It's a pool hall. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for them to return, remember to hit that thumbs up. And if you don't mind, give us a subscribe. That would be awesome.
Support, support, support. Go and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Takes nothing but a quick second.
Yep. Create an account for your dog and have your dog subscribe. Everyone subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
While you're at it, go subscribe to Tony's page too. Tony Chohan on YouTube. Go check him out.
Greatly appreciate it. Okay, we're back. Taking a little risk doing what he's about to do right now. I wonder if he's able to cut this ball, if that's what he's looking at. Could cut this ball and carry it. Oh, 2-rail banking the ball. Not bad. And now it will be kind of hard to keep Jonas off of a return bank regardless from here. So he's gonna have to kind of shoot his hole here. Problem is he might have made this ball now too. I got a little lucky possibly. I mean, you got to kind of apply pressure at this point, and I don't think Jonas will shoot at anything at this point just because Mickey has a ball in front of his hole. This is where the lack of one pocket and him knowing how to hit that ball without carrying the cue ball, which he should know just because of 9-ball, but he hit that one a little bit thin and let the cue ball run. All right, here's a chance for Mickey to get back in this game. Balls are sitting there for him to get it down to the last ball. So let's make sure, bear down a little. There you go. Now hopefully for him he gets on the 5. He does, but he gets a little bit too straight possibly. I think he can pump it and kind of just pull the cue ball back a little. We'll see. I think that's the problem is he's going to have to kind of pump it in order to do it. No, he's going to flatten out. He's going to try to shoot the 5 and then come straight across the side and then the back side of the stripe ball. Nope. Okay, he hit it softer so he didn't have to worry about missing it. Will he shoot this one hard or will he shoot it kind of soft? Now he's looking to shoot the 2 ball and let the cue ball go over a little bit for the 1. Not a bad idea because it makes the ball a little bit easier to make the 2 from here seem because he's got the right angle. Ooh. Cue ball's okay. Jonas playing for 1. He may shoot at this ball. Not a very easy shot in general. If he misses it, he could leave a bank. All right, he hit it with a little bit of speed, so. I like to just push the 14, bank it over to my side, but leave the cue ball right about there too. He's going to shoot this one kind of hard now and let the cue ball come all the way back down. It's like that. He's more worried about the cue ball getting back down, which is fine. Now he's going to bank the 1 and let the cue ball float over for the 2. 2 rails. Choose a little bit of high ball, get the cut on it, and a little bit of pace. He's more worried about the cue ball. And now he ends up selling out the game more than likely. He didn't need to get it all the way over there. Okay, ball's pocketed and Jonas wins the first game. He's up 1-0. Now it is Jonas's break, up 1-0. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to Railbirds TV. give him a little play. Maybe go to the Railbird shop, buy you a t-shirt, buy you a hat, buy you a mug. Coffee mugs. Everybody likes coffee.
I like coffee.
Everybody likes coffee. All right, let's see how he breaks the balls here. Not a bad break there, really. This could be a little tough for Mickey to get out of here. Not bad. Didn't see that one coming. Not sure what he's trying to do here. Didn't think he could cut that ball. It was a pretty big cut. He did hit it about as good as he possibly probably could have. Looks like he's going into 3. Good shot. If the cue ball didn't stay up. A little bit lighter than what he did. And he would have been okay, but got away from him. Looking to pocket the 10 here. Didn't play the greatest of shape there. Pretty bad because he only got 2 balls there when he should have probably got a lot more in that spot. Played a little tentative on his run out. Didn't really pay attention to how he was going to run the balls, which cost him maybe possibly another game. Now Jonas plays a little bit conservative, so he's going to probably just come off the 6 and send the ball up table a little, I think. Or he might come back down underneath. Cue ball ran a little bit, but it's still okay. I like to bank the 3 into the 12-11 and stop the cue ball right there, just like that. He could have hit it with a little bit less of an angle and got a little more push on those balls. See if this ball gets by. Nope. But good cue ball, nonetheless. Now he'll try to bank the 5 over to his side and probably put it back behind the 10 and the 13. Now, I wouldn't blame him for going for the bank here because you can run the cue ball into the back of the 3. Let's see if he does or not. Nah, he's not going to go for it. A little bit too big for him. I don't like him running into those balls because that ball wasn't going to Jonas's hole in the first place. So he should have just left those alone, more or less. Good cue ball. I don't know if he got there or not. It must have. Wasn't no questions asked there. I like to just bank the ball away. He could possibly try to bank this ball in his hole if he wanted to, but I just don't. He would let this cue ball run, so he's not going to. It's not a bad shot there. And then Mickey will just kind of push it over to his side and bring the cue ball back over a little bit. Just like that. Now, if I'm Mickey, I'm banking the 14, seeing that there's no real shot available above that. You can let the cue ball kind of float straight up. Maybe a little too much cut. It's the only reason he ends up selling out the 3 now. Cut it a little too much. He just needed to go straight on. Paying attention to where the cue ball would have been, make the bank a little bit easier too. He likes to bank these balls with pace. I don't blame him. Good bank. No drift there. This ball's coming back down to the scene of the crime. Luckily, his cue ball's low enough. Just putting some more separation down. within the 7 and kind of come straight back down. For Mickey, he should probably try to cut the 15 into the 2 and try to draw straight off the side rail. See what he tries to do here. He's just going to cut it into. Now, I do believe Jonas can bank at this ball if he chooses to. Talking about the ball by the side pocket. Now he tried to hold the cue ball, so now he's going to give up a shot on the 7 if Mickey wants to shoot at the 7. A little bit too much cut on the ball there. Not too bad though. See if he'll try to cross it and with a bunch of inside. It's actually pretty good there. Hit it a little too good. Looking to maybe cross bank this back towards his side. Very hard shot to do if he's trying to make it. Now, can he shoot it? He's just going to probably just move it up table. Just leave the cue ball there. Should have hit it a little harder and let the ball go further up table to put a little more separation on the balls. This is where I like to kick at that ball that's on Mickey's side, the 8 ball, long rail, and kind of push it towards. He's got a good 2-railer here. He can kind of zip his cue ball straight back in between the 4 and the 14 and then back out a little bit. A very good spot for him to really shoot at this ball. But he's not really looking at that ball. All you gotta do is hit it deep and let it just come. You don't have to try to make it, but you play the cue ball straight back and it back out to be like straight on the 15. He's a little lost here right now. Not terrible and not the greatest, but it fits for what he needed to do for the moment for himself, I guess. That's the problem with some of the shots he's shooting. He's kind of letting Mickey open some balls up towards his side and some banks over towards his side now. And he's putting the separation back on Jonas now. Good shot there. To try to kind of semi-stiffen this ball with a little bit of low and a little bit of inside if he possibly can. I don't know if he can hold it or not. It must be a little bit too big of a cut, so I think he's just going to focus on just making the ball. Looks like. Yeah, he was trying to. He could have possibly stiffened that because he hit it kind of slow and didn't, and still hit it a little thick, but. Ball counts 5-1 in favor of Jonas. And Mickey is not playing Mickey style. That's what I've noticed today. Yeah, it's not his best showing so far. He can double rail bank this ball and kind of leave the cue ball right there, or he can cut it and go straight back and forth. Either shot is okay. I got a little bit of blockage, I'm not sure. Mickey is looking to bank the 8 now. Slide the cue ball over, use a little bit of low outside, and cinch. Okay, he shot it hard instead. Correct score now looks to be 5-2 Jonas this game. A lot of ticking now again. Just playing distance now at this point and keeping the balls in the wedge again. Nick Varner would be very proud. Sadly. That's my humor. I'll put distance again. Let's see. He's making sure to not leave no room for any kind of a bank or anything else. Ooh, cue ball might scratch here. You got lucky. Mickey will be looking to try to bring the balls back down in play, so he will start to try to make balls, I would think. That's what Mickey's starting to do now. Now, if Jonas moves this ball, I would try to go and make another ball and continue to just keep pushing balls down here. So as you see now, all the balls are coming back down. He may try to cross this ball or send it 2 rails over towards his side. Yeah, he's going to try to go 2 rails over to his side. He's looking at the 3-railer. Cross. Let's see. Yep. Oh, dug it a little too deep. Gonna get the scratch, but it's not terrible because the ball will go on the spot. Could shoot the 5 into the 13, try to cut bank it. Instead, he's just going to cross over, which is what he's supposed to do. He's going to keep leaning because he's got the lead. don't mind this right here. As you're stacking them up. Didn't get enough push on the balls. Wasn't a good shot from Mickey in general, that one. Oh, all that bunting finally made him miss a ball. Careless mistake. Did get lucky though, I think, and Mickey cannot make a ball. If I'm Mickey, I'm shooting at the 6 2 rails for sure at this point. Be kind of crazy if you didn't. Not even really looking at the 6. That's what's crazy. Yeah. Cue ball's gonna stay up there in the corner too. You don't have a hole if you shoot this ball, so I like to shoot the 6 2 rails and. There might be a double kiss here too. See, he had to overcut it just to avoid the double kiss. Didn't really accomplish nothing, and kind of surprised that he opened those balls up knowing that they didn't really go. We'll see if Mickey will bank at this ball possibly. Nice little 2-rail kick. Trying to bank it, but kind of stiffed it a little too much. Yeah, put a little thin cut on this ball here. Try to bring the cue ball back down. Not bad. I could try to wham at this ball with a super hard center ball and cut it a little so it swings to the side rail and back out. And that's what he's kind of looking at now.
But he has to really put a good, strong punch and speed on this ball. A lot of center and a little bit of inside. Just like that, kind of. Can bank this ball 2 rails and then kind of slip the cue ball on the backside of the 5, just like that. Hit it a little bit harder than that, he might have been okay. Made a good little 2-rail shot there. Almost possibly made it there. Now this shot's a little tough for him. He's gonna go rail first and try to bank it out. That's what I was gonna say. No, you can't go. You can't go first. You shoot it first. I mean, it's gonna be. Outcome can be very bad. Mickey seems like he's just kind of going through the motions, and it's like shooting some right shots and then shooting a bad shot. Both trying to play so safe. A little short. I'm sure we'll see another ball going up table again. Mickey will get another free bank here. Good little bank there. Now he's looking to force. He's looking to force this cross, it looks like. Gonna really have to hit. Oh, I don't know about that one. Not sure what he was trying to do there. It's not bad, but now Mickey's going to have to start bringing these balls. Ball's back down. Nah, he's looking to make another ball now. Now Mickey should want to make every single ball that's up there and just keep bringing them down. I just stuck him on a treetop there. Now Jonas, not knowing no better, he's going to start to make these balls and keep pushing balls down. Now if I'm Mickey, I'm going to two-rail this 5-ball and just start pushing more and more balls. He was scared to hit the ball. Now Jonas is going to get a two-railer if he's willing to go for it. Nope. Don't look like he's willing to go for a two-railer. Kind of jack up and just kind of hit it with the center right. But it's kind of a masse type of thing. Nope. Now if I'm him, I'm going to bank the one kind of 2 rails long and let it just get down here and put another ball down and play. And just kind of freeze the cue ball right there. Make sure you don't hit none of those other balls. Well, let's see what he does. Or if he does. Now if he doesn't bank this 1-2 rails, I'll be very surprised. Hit that one pretty good and a good little speed, and does it get there? Almost. And in the pocket more or less. Looking to kind of catch the bottom of the pocket and kind of carry the one off the titty is what he's looking at right now. Kind of a high ball. Yeah, just like that. He's going to bring another ball into play here, it looks like. See, I wish they would have bypassed this last 45 minutes and just went ahead and just kept the balls down here. He should be. He should have been pushing those balls a little harder towards his side of the table. Instead of just kind of... let's see what happens here. Ooh, made the bank there. He's going to push the 1, and he keeps just kind of keeping those balls up there, which is smart on his behalf since he is up 6-2 in the ball count. The thing for Mickey is he needs to kind of open those up a little bit and push the ball back up table. He hit it a little heavy there. Hard shot in general. Now this isn't going to be very good. It's not terrible, but not great. Now if Mickey doesn't bank this 1 ball 2 rails, I'd be very, very surprised. And that's when you got to open up an investigation. When you start passing up things, it's just crazy. But he should be kind of using a little follow high left. Would have been smarter. Instead of, because when you use that center ball, you're stiffening up the bank, so that's why it went long. A little bit of a wild shot for Jonas from there, knowing that he was got a 6-2 lead and he's leaving those balls, and he kind of took a shot there. I like him to kind of shoot the 14 straight into the 5 deuce more than anything. You got a chance to possibly make him and punch the cue ball straight through. Just got to punch it. I really like the fact he's just going to slow roll and kind of, yeah. I would have liked to seen him to shoot that, especially seeing he's behind in the count, and put some more pressure on Jonas in general. He possibly could have made the 14 off of the 4 or the 5. You never know. So. Now he's looking to do it. That's what baffles me. He went for it then, but wouldn't go for it on the last shot. When he had it safe, could have punched it through and held the cue ball and watched the way the cue ball went. Jonas is up 2-0 now.
Somebody please send Tony some coffee. He needs it.
Yeah, they played a couple up table games and really put the ticky on me. Now Mickey comes with a better break there. We're at 2-0. We'll see how Mickey responds these next few games, if it lasts past this game. Now Jonas should be looking to come a little thin off the 10 here. Just kind of roll to the backside of the 4 here probably. Hit it a little harder than he wanted to. Now he kind of leaves Mickey a chance to kind of push balls to his hole. I like to shoot the 7-ball bank to play off of the 8 here with just a kind of a high ball. And that way the cue ball can push through a little bit above the first diamond and kind of just sit there so you're not cutting the ball as much. Just like that. Helps you make the ball also, but he didn't get rewarded. But then he didn't even really, he kind of, if he didn't make it, he would have sold out the 3. So he didn't keep his cue ball in the right spot. If I'm Mickey, I mean, he's got to kind of, maybe he can shoot the 1 and into the 14, and maybe the 14 go off the 6, and then kind of draw the cue ball back a little bit. I don't know if that angle looks good, but it does kind of look good from here. Depends on how hard he has to hit the 114 also. I think he's starting to look at that a little bit right now. Yep. Kind of jack up, use a little bit of low and a little bit of left. Just kind of like that. There you go. You just push some balls. Push them. Keep pushing until you get to a spot where you get a better shot. Problem for him so far has been kind of running the balls a little bit too. See what Jonas does here. Ooh. Now let's see how Mickey responds here with ball in hand. All right, Mickey has a ball and Jonas owes the ball. We're going to kind of see what happens here. How will he respond to running the balls? Play the ball, get over towards the second diamond. Focus on the shots. Put the right angle on the ball. You get an automatic shape. Let's see what he does. Like a little low left ball. See, he's going through the ball and he's not really getting into the ball. Now he's going to have to look at maybe the 10-1-2 or the 10-9-2. I mean, those balls are wired down there too, so okay. Wasn't sure if those were wired or not. Yeah, he'll come back for the 10. Let's see. Or will he take the guaranteed shot above? I think he should come back for the 10 because if the 1 and 2, I mean, to me it looks like it's wired, but maybe it's not. Let's see. I think he's starting to look and see if he might be. I want to say he was trying to come into those balls and missed it that bad. Yeah, his position play hasn't been the greatest, like where his cue ball movement's been going today. See, and as I speak, missing a lot of uncharacteristic misses. Now let's see how Jonas responds as far as running the balls. This is one thing I might like better about Jonas is usually pocketing balls. It seems like he's got a lot of power stroke. Let's see if he, yep, gets that cue ball moving through. Let's see. Yep, that's what I mean right there. Might be a short night for Mickey now. That shot there might have cost him. I won't put the mouth on it yet. Now let's see if does the 5 go. I mean, it looks like the 5 must go. So he's going to probably just zip this cue ball back a little bit low out. Okay, use a little bit of English. He's going to need the cue ball to kind of die off a little bit. And he's going to punch the cue ball. He's going to make the 13 and punch the cue ball back a little bit. So he owes 1, and he's ran 5, so he's got 4 at the moment. So he needs 4 more. I'd like to get just to where you can get to the backside of this. Let's see. Let's see what kind of angle he gives himself. Oh, he kind of leaves himself a little bit jacked up. He's going to have to use a little bit of a high right-hand ball now. Yep, that makes that ball a lot harder to make. Wish you could have that one back. Now, your favorite to win the game here is Mickey at this point, you would think. He should be able to pick off the 3 that are open down there. It's going to be the last one that's going to be a little bit harder for him. Come out on top, get on top of the 3, punch over. All right. A little more zip. Okay, so he's playing for the 3-rail bank here. I think if he just stops his cue ball right there and maybe punches it through a little bit, but not a lot. That looks like it might be good. Nope, just a little bit long. Let's see what Jonas does here. Oh. There was a shot that I didn't see him shooting. Tried kick banking it out and almost cut it without scratching, which was kind of crazy that he was even able to do that. All right, we have a 2-1 ball game and Jonas's break now. Now, if you haven't already, you're watching Real Birds TV, please go and hit the like, share, and subscribe button, please. Helps keep things going. The support means a lot, and this is how we're able to bring you these nice action matches with some commentary. Ball almost kind of came out on him. Luckily it sat down. He's going to probably go forward with the ball here and try to bank the 13. Let's see. Or he's going to try to just shoot the 1 and play the cue ball right in the backside of the 2 and the 4 here. Left a little bit. Left the 8 now. So if I'm him, I'm going to try to bank this 8 a little hard. That's the problem. He's not really punching it. I mean, he opened some balls, which isn't a bad thing, but not really, getting the monster movement on the stack and stuff. I see him maybe possibly just running the cue ball through. Yeah. Wasn't sure that option was there, but it was. Looks like he's going to try to bank the 4. Kind of run the ball that way. Not one of his better shots there. Now let's see if he can get a little bit of high left action and maybe turn the ball, or will he bank the 9 into the back of the 10 and then kind of just draw it and pull the cue ball back down a little. See which way he goes about this. Yeah, I think he's going to go with the 9 off the bottom of that ball after he banks the ball. About to find out. Yeah. Not bad. Now what will Jonas try to do here? I like rolling off the 3. A little fat with some left-hand English, slowly getting to the rail and just kind of tucking back on the 9. If not, he's looking like he wants to bank at this ball. Not sure where he's planning on leaving his cue ball. No English. Now this could possibly cost him the game, and we may possibly have a hill match. We'll see here in a second. Low with a touch of left, hit it kind of thick. I hit it thin. Good center. I think he'll come 2 rails outside for the 13 now. Pretty sure. Hopefully he doesn't get too steep on it. All right, he's still got a little bit of an angle, I think. If he got too steep where he gets a little too straight, he can't get no movement on the cue ball to kind of push those balls open. Okay. Now I like him to shoot the 6 and kind of maybe pull into the 3 or the 8. But he's going to have to use a little bit of force. Just like that. In the words of Buff, man bun. That's what he was calling Jesus at the Florida Open when he was watching it. Playing for 2 balls here. we got a hill match now. And it looks like Mickey Krause's break. So we had 2 very quick games and 2 very long games. And looks like we're going to have a restroom break real quick by the players. So in the meantime, while they're on a restroom break, if you haven't done so already, please go hit the like and subscribe buttons, please. Share the channel to your friends, have them subscribe. Everything helps. If they want to if you guys like watching pool and you like all this good commentary and everything else that they're bringing you, then why not subscribe and support the channel? That's your way of subscribing without having to spend $1. And there's other ways you can support also. You can go to Railbirds TV shop, and they do have coffee mugs, and they do have t-shirts and hoodies and hats and other items in their shop. Go check it out. You know, any little bit helps. And if you get an opportunity, you can also always go and check out my YouTube channel I just started a few months ago at Tony Chohan. And I'm greatly appreciate it if you can like and subscribe to that also. All this stuff reciprocates in a certain type of way if you just hit that subscribe button. On a little break, just waiting for the bathroom break to be done.
So, Tony, do you have any one pocket training videos for people? You know, kind of like Scott Frost, you know, Power One Pocket. Is there a T-Rex Power One Pocket DVD in the works?
Actually, it's funny you just said that, because we will have a book coming out here soon, and the book will be like no other book that's ever been made. So I don't want to give away the secret about the book yet, but it will be out by probably the end of the year. So it'll be a lot of shots in the book and a lot of stories, road stories and stuff that have gone through in my life as far as playing pool, also matches and stuff like that. But it'll be a very cool book.
That sounds like a great book. I need to go and pre-order now.
We don't want to do that yet. We want to make sure we get everything down to the T. Don't want to take nobody's money until we got a finished product.
All right. Back to the action.
All right. Now Mickey made a good break. It's going to be a little tough for Jonas to get out of this break here, really, honestly. He's looking to maybe, this is probably going to be his way to get out right here. He's going to, it's not a really bad spot to shoot exactly how he's looking at this ball, because it probably could go and he can open up all the stack. So he's in a bad spot and he's kind of got to do it. I wouldn't really blame him about doing it. I'm not sure what he's trying to kick at one rail from here, if he does. Only other shot I see is banking the 2 to the backside of the 11, carrying the cue ball 2 rails up to the top left corner and doubling up those. See, now, this isn't bad. It does buy him a shot. That wasn't a bad shot. I didn't think he could hit it that thin and keep the cue ball there. Now let's see how. Now Mickey's kind of looking like he has to do something with the 3 and the 2 now that he knows that there's an option to shoot at that possibly. I like possibly just kind of punching. Alright, so right now looks like Mickey is looking to stick the cue ball behind those balls now. So he's going to go the 2 rails. But this is the problem now. If he doesn't get in the right spot, he could have gave up the bank, or he could have gave up you know, the combo. So now Jonas is going to kind of just roll the cue ball off of there and just kind of stick it there, and Now, if I'm Mickey, I'm just going to leave the cue ball right there on the bottom rail and just end the 11 instead of trying to come out of there. Unless he can see that ball that he's trying to bank at, which he must be able to. Oh, yeah. Hit it good, too. Ball came off, though. Now, it doesn't look like the ball, the 3-2, actually go unless you're on this right side of the ball, so I guess he's going to be okay here unless Jonas wants to shoot at it with an extra cut. Yeah, he looks like he wants to shoot. Yep. Now whether or not he gets another shot is the difference now. A little unlucky. Very unlucky.
I didn't even see their shot. I just heard the ball go in.
He's going to try to make the ball and tuck him underneath the 11 here. I think. No, he just tried to push it over. Problem with that is he might have gave up a bank here. Now, if he can bank at this ball and he doesn't bank this ball kind of a speed, I mean, there's got to be something wrong because, I mean, all those balls are open towards his hole now. Come back out on top so you got a chance to make the 5. You counting all those balls, why don't you count how to make sure you make that ball now? That's why I never understood. People kind of look at certain things and they're wondering, but make sure you worry about. He must not be able to bank the ball, so he's got to bank it into the stack. Okay. Now that's what he was looking at. I was wondering, like, I'm starting to think, what is he looking at otherwise? All right, he's going to try to just stick him back on the backside of those 2 balls down here. He leaves a bank lane open right there, I do believe. Huh. Must not be able to bank this 11 if he's not passing by it. So I guess he must be trying to bank the 2 now. Problem with the 2 is I think he's got to put some speed on it, but we'll see. It's okay, so he played the cue ball. He had to shoot the 14 into the 6, but now he's got to worry about where the 14 goes after it hits the 6 unless he cuts it thin enough. Okay, you got it thin enough. 14 off the 9 here, possibly. And you can kind of follow the cue ball up a little bit, I would think. And maybe the 9 goes into that 8 ball or that's up there. Okay. Now, it's getting a little tougher for Jonas. Ball count is Mickey's got 2 and Jonas has got 1. Not a bad shot there. Now, if Mickey can make the 9 up there in the right-hand corner, he will probably try to. Not sure he can see that, though. If he can't see that, he might just rub off with the 13 and let the cue ball go over. I don't know if he can see. I would just try to thin and just get it over there to the right-hand rail. Wants to do something aggressive, but it's not really there. Don't think you can see the top side of the 10. No. Look at this. Wow. Almost got really lucky and made it. It's actually turned out okay for him. Even better, because even after he does this, that ball's going to stay down there, and there's a ball that's bankable. Kind of held the cue ball. Trying to hold the cue ball, which ended up making it to where he couldn't pocket that bank either. Ooh. Tried massing the ball to go around. That was really risky, especially with some pace. Now let's see if he can run the balls here. He needs 5 balls to get out, and there's 6 in front of his hole. I like to see him shoot the 10 here possibly, but we'll see. Maybe it'll come straight across. High with a touch of right. Oh. He'll be alright, but that was a little funny there. Might be able to play the 10 off the 5, we'll see. Or will he just play the cut? Good shot. Just needs 2 balls. Shoot the 5 and then get on the 7. Yeah, didn't get on the ball, so now he needs 1. Very narrow, but possible. Oh no, he's just gonna play the ball up like that. Alright. Playing for 1, and Jonas is going to be trying to push the balls up the table. Now, I don't know that he can't bank at this ball. Hit it extra thin. Got lucky to get a rail there. Now both balls ended up getting a rail somehow. Now this will be a free bank for him. Right now he's got a chip in a chair. Let's see if it goes in. A little long. Guess he'll get a little bit of a cross bank here. Kind of got to hit it a little soft. Okay, he stiffed it instead. Tried to stiff it. All right, let's see if he'll go for the bank here. I'm sure he will. It's a little bit of high left. Overbank it a little. And I do believe that's going to be close. Yep, and the fact that he toppled him, that's going to make it very hard for Jonas now. He's got no choice but to kind of bank this ball into his hole, or try to bank it in this hole, because that's the only choice he's really got at this point. Yeah. Our winner there is Mickey Krause, wins 3-2. And we will see you tomorrow, folks. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you haven't yet, please go to Railbirds TV and please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, subscribing. The likes and the shares are always welcomed.
Yep, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will be back tomorrow with some more one pocket action, and the 9-ball starts tomorrow too, so you will not want to miss that. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications, and you won't miss a match. All right, well, that's it for tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys.